Welcome back. Continuing with corporate conversations then, Kumar Infra had a steady quarter this time around. Revenues up 14%. EBITDA was up 16% as well from last year. Margins, though, were remaining flat from the year-on-year basis. To discuss this and more, we are being joined by Nalin Gupta, the Managing Director at Kumar Infra. Nalin, good morning. Thank you for joining in. You ended the year with a top line of around 5,700 crores, which was in line with what the street was anticipating. But margins have remained flat as well compared to last year. So despite this top line growth, what are the targets that you are projecting for FY26? And do you expect margins to be better this year compared to what you have seen over the last couple of years?
Well, so good morning. And firstly, I would like to say that, yes, we had made a EBITDA of totaling around 826 crore, which is a growth of around 17% on FY26. And as a margin, we can say at 14.4%. And we are looking at improving this EBITDA margin going forward in 6 to 8 quarters from 14-15% to 15 to 16%. And also it is pertinent to mention here that if you look at the ROE of the company, which was 10.4% in FY22 and 13.2% in FY24, has gone up to 13.8%. And EBITDA as well, as I mentioned, in the coming 6 to 8 quarters, we look forward that we'll be able to increase it by 1 basis point.
Okay, Mr. Gupta, good morning. This is Vinnii joining in the conversation. So you're saying margins 15 to 16% is what we could expect in FY26?
Well, I mentioned it as 6 to 8 quarters. So in the coming 2 years, our endeavor is to increase it by 15 to 16% range.
Okay. And for FY26, what would be the top line growth that one could envisage? Would that, 6,300 crore, 6,500 crore be achievable?
Yes. If you look at the total order book of the company, we are already, we have an order book of around 22,000 crores plus as on FY25, March FY25. And there are good orders in pipeline as well. This year we have bagged orders of around 4,700 crores. And there are bids in pipeline worth around 25,000 crore that we are expecting. So we are very hopeful of bagging around 6,000 to 8,000 crores worth of order for the coming year, that is FY26. So we are very hopeful of making a top line of 6,500 crores plus for the coming year.
But Nalin, even if you bagged orders of around 4,700 crores in FY25, your guidance was anywhere between 6 to 8,000 crore, and you were also L1 in a lot of the projects when we spoke previously. What happened? Was there any delay in ordering, tendering, or was there any cancellation of any project that you have witnessed?
Well, so currently there is no order cancellation that we have seen, and the order movements are a little slow in terms of the one which we have already, we are L1 into. But this 4,000 crore, we are talking about the orders which we have been already awarded, which does not include the L1, which is close to like 4,000 crore separately. So means my target of 6 to 8,000 crore that we are saying that Kumar should be able to make is basically for the upcoming FY26. And if you look at the, if you talk about the top line for the next year or the coming 3 years, we already have a secured order book, which is of 22,000 crore plus, which is well comfortable to take care of the coming 3 years top line for the company.
What about the tendering pipeline, Nalin? Any projects that you have bid for, you're looking to bid for? What's the potential order pipeline they're witnessing in this quarter?
Well, so in this quarter, means we have already bidded for new projects worth around 3,000 crores. And there are some tenders that we have to submit within a month or two's time. So, which is like for the Pune Metro, for Thane Metro, which has come up. Thane Metro has come up with an integrated outer ring road metro for which will be submitted in the next month. Similarly, the Pune Metro has also come up with an underground project of around 1,700 crores. So both these projects will be submitted very soon in a month's time. So if the tendering process is free, I would say a little faster, we should be seeing new orders coming in this quarter as well. But if you talk as an overall, 6 to 8,000 crore is something which is a comfortable number which we intend to back for this coming year.
Okay. Mr. Gupta, I want to understand in terms of metro projects. Previously, when you had spoken, I think you had mentioned about, metro projects being a major contributor in terms of whether you look at revenue or order book. Currently, that's here at around 17% for FY25. So how is that moving forward? When do you expect it to increase, to a major contributor? How much every year do you see this increasing by? And also, how is the margin profile for this? Is it better for metro projects?
Well, so if you talk about metro is one of our specialized segment, which is similar to the elevated corridors that we have been doing. So this percentage basically keeps varying depending upon the opportunities that's there in the industry. And currently also there are good amount of metros that are coming up. Like Delhi Metro is coming up with new projects, Pune and Thane. We can already see the tenders which has been floated and which will be submitted in a month's time. As well as Bombay Metro is also eventually coming up with Metro Line 10, Metro Line 13 and one more line of 13 and 10. These two metro lines are expected very soon. So metro or elevated corridors, if you look at my total order composition, you will see that 50% of the order book comes in from elevated corridors as well as flyovers. So this is basically a specialized segment where j.kumar specializes and we have a niche over the other companies. So that's how, if you see that 50% of the order book is coming in from flyovers and elevated corridors, 17% from metros, and road and road tunnels is around 18% and 16% others. So this proportion keeps changing depending upon the opportunity. And in both these areas, we have an upper hand, I feel.
Nalin, at the end of FY24, you had given a vision 2027, where you're expecting around 25,000 crore plus in order book, $1 billion in revenue, 15 to 16% of operating profit margins. Are you on track to achieve all of that?
Well, I would say we are very much on the track. And if you look at the top line of this company, of j.kumar, we had given a figure of close to like 5,400 to 5,500 crore, which we have already surpassed. So which I think the numbers itself speak about the performance of the company and the dedicated team of j.kumar. We are very, very sure and confident that we should be able to surely meet the targets that we have planned for.
Okay, just a last word, Mr. Gupta. Execution, how is that shaping up? Is that in line? Is that seeing a pickup? What is the scenario right now?
Well, I would say the new orders that we have bagged in FY24 has already started contributing the revenue for these new projects. And in FY26, we should see a substantial contribution coming on from the new projects. So the government, I would say, is very, very particular about the execution, about the timelines. And I feel that there is a good support from the entire government sector. And this project should really see good speeding up and ramping up in the progress.
All right, Nalin, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us today. Wish you good luck for FY26. The management there of j.kumar Infra maintaining that they are on track to achieve their Vision 2027. Take a short break, but just as we do that, here's some good news for our viewers. India's business news leader is now just a click away, and that, of course, is the all-new CNBC-TV18 app, where you get breaking news updates, in-depth articles and financial world stories right at your fingertips. You can download the app from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, or even scan the QR code that comes up on your screen and download the app. Take a short break. Back on the other side.